Donald Trump has no shortage of critics taking blowtorches to his dark maneuvers and the chaos he creates. And here at Occupy Democrats, we have an abundance of stories to choose from each day. But when former crony Mike Pence comes out of hiding to drop a bombshell, it's time to hit the pause button and shine a light on the former Trump loyalist criticism of Donald Dearest. And I have the breaking story of Pence versus Trump coming up next. I call Pence a crony because that's what he was. He was handpicked by Trump for his loyalty and to be a yes man. But history will remember him for that one moment he stood his ground and rejected Trump's demand to overturn the results of the 2020 election. And for that, I will gladly give him his due.
But President Trump is wrong. I had no right to overturn the election. The presidency belongs to the American people and the American people alone. And frankly, there is no idea more un-American than the notion that any one person could choose the American president.
Today's story marks Pence's sharpest criticism of Trump 2.0, the presidency without him, and it is packed into a blistering one-minute video targeting one of Trump's nominees. I'll show you that video in just a moment, but first try to guess which of Trump's nominees would Mike Pence go after and embarrass Donald Trump in the process. And while you're thinking about that, here's another clip that surfaced today that is also produced by Republicans taking aim at a Trump nominee. Watch as the Lincoln Project turns their blowtorch on Tulsi Gabbard, and on the other side, it'll be Mike Pence's turn, so stay tuned.
When she served in Congress, Tulsi Gabbard was Syrian dictator Bashar Assad's biggest fan.
She went to Syria in 2017 for a photo op with Bashar al-Assad while he was massacring his own people.
Knowing his record of brutal war crimes and human rights abuses, she even defended Assad after he used chemical weapons on civilians. She promotes Vladimir Putin's worst propaganda, backs Putin's excuses for his illegal war in Ukraine. She fought sanctions against him. Now Trump wants her to run all of America's intelligence operations. She'll know every secret, the identity of everyone who helps the United States. America's allies know Gabbard is a security nightmare. The U.S. Senate is being asked to confirm her in the most powerful intelligence role in the world. It's a risk America can't take.
And now it's Mike Pence's turn. He used his advocacy group Advancing American Freedom to launch an ad that uses Trump's own criticisms of Kennedy to argue against his nomination to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. Watch as Trump describes Kennedy as a Democrat plant and radical liberal.
RFK Jr. is a Democrat plant, a radical left liberal. A lot of people think that Jr. is a conservative. He's not. He's more liberal than anybody running on the Democrat side. Jr. is totally anti-gun, an extreme environmentalist who makes the Green New scammers look very conservative by comparison. And he's anti-military and he's anti-vet. He's an extreme liberal. He's radical left. And so don't think you're going to vote for him and feel good. He's a radical left Democrat. I'd even take Biden over Jr. because our country would last about a year or two longer than it would with Jr. It would collapse almost immediately.
But wait, there's more. Another prominent Republican has an opinion on Trump's selection of RFK. Enter the always blustering Bill O'Reilly.
But you know, I told you this was never going to work. Now, we've never had him on the No Spin News. We gave him an opportunity, and he said yes. And he backed out. I don't care. That was before he threw the bear in Central Park, or I don't know what he's doing. I always said, and will continue to say, that man did a tremendous job cleaning up the Hudson River in New York and running an organization called River Keepers. Tremendous job. But other than that, he's so far out there, you have no idea how far out there he is. And I knew his campaign was going to get nowhere. RFK, he'll go down.
All right. Well, we have marked the tape. RFK Jr., quote, will go down.
It is fun to feature the well-deserved slings and arrows that Trump gets each day from prominent Democrats, commentators, and even scholars, but it's a treat when Republicans call him out for the chaos he has normalized. And make no mistake, the nominations of Kennedy and Gabbard do represent chaos. The current intellectual honesty by Pence and O'Reilly is refreshing, and it is worth noting that their critiques carry weight precisely because they're insiders turned critics. They know the game, and they know the damage to our democracy that Trump is trying to inflict. The question is, will more Republicans with actual votes, step up, or will they continue to let Trump's madness consume their party? Because those who will vote on the Kennedy and Gabbard nominations are part of the corrupt political machine that is under the thumb of Donald Trump. And the extremism that Kennedy and Gabbard represent is an experiment by Trump to see how far he can bend them and the system to his will. I'm Dan, thanks for watching, and let's continue to occupy democracy together.